signal strength, so let's hop on board, fire it up, and push off. This is a Volvo Penta stern drive D4 300 horsepower twin engine boat with joystick. The Volvo joystick is exactly the same as the IPS joystick. It'll do everything that the IPS will do, except it's in a stern drive application. So feel free to look around the boat. I'm going to run outside and toss some lines and fenders, and then we will take off. We will continue our little tour of the boat as we depart Milwaukee Harbor. The joystick on this boat makes it a breeze to single hand like I'm doing. Jump up here, hit the docking button, and now any direction I move this joystick, the boat is going to move. Just going to stay kind of parallel to the dock for demonstration purposes. Looks like we're not the only ones out here today. There's a small fishing boat right in front of us. One of the great parts of these Beneteaus is the massive sunroof. Nice sunny day today. We can be instantly outdoors. The side windows on both sides of the boat also go down just like your car windows. They just drop right down. Just gonna get a little farther off the dock here, and then I'll go out and secure the lines and fenders. Looks like we got a pontoon at the wall at the boat launch. Usually when boats end up there, it's not a good thing. Probably drifted away from somebody's dock somewhere. Alrighty, we're all ready to depart. Just gonna throw the boat in gear, switching it back to the traditional controls, and I am bit of an autopilot junkie, so even right here, just going straight out through the main gate, went ahead and threw it on autopilot. Lets me let go of the steering wheel for a few minutes, look around, make sure all my chores are done from leaving the dock. Everything looks good, lines are secure, fenders are good. Nothing that's gonna rattle, fall. A lot of times we have decorations on these boats. I always gotta make sure that nothing's gonna fall and wreck anything. Looks good. We're a little off course, so I'll go ahead and adjust the autopilot a little bit. Beautiful day out here today. A little chilly, but the sun is shining. Plenty of cup holders here at the helm. This boat does have a generator, and the cockpit here is heat and air conditioned. It's got its own unit. We won't really need that today, even though it's chilly out. All this glass, if we get cold, we can close this sunroof and it'll get nice and toasty in here even without the heat. This is a bow thruster equipped boat as well. Not really something that's really needed when you've got the Volvo joystick. However, Beneteau made that bow thruster standard long before the joystick was standard. Being one of the largest boat producers in the world, Beneteau can buy the bow thruster components at such a discounted rate. It just makes sense to still leave it on the boat, I think. But it's really actually very rare that you'll use it on a joystick equipped boat, because you can do everything with your two fingers just with the Volvo control. Going under the hone. Should be a nice ride. A few white caps up there, but out there on the outside of the harbor, but not bad. We'll see in a minute. I'm not going to do much the whole ride. The autopilot's basically going to take us where we need to go. On our last video, last Saturday, I showed you how to set a route, and then the boat will just make the turns. Today, what I'm going to do is just kind of use the auto heading, which I do more than anything, is I'll just point a direction I want to go, manually hit the autopilot and just let it control that, and then I'll make the one or two course adjustments along the way to get where we need to go to Kenosha after we go around Wind Point. The boat does have real teak cockpit sole. Goes all the way through the end of the swim platform. It is a electric over hydraulic swim platform, about a 800-pound capacity. There's no davits on it for a tender or anything, but those can be added. I like using it more than anything just as a little teak beach. You can drop it in the water to lounge on, hang out on, get your feet wet. The swim platform also gives you access to the grill. There is a grill on the transom, which we didn't show jumping on, but there's another boat out here. Fishermen are out today. Beautiful day to be doing it. The bow, which we can see in the cockpit here, there's bow cushions. They're real thick, very comfortable for up on the bow. There is actually brackets. They do pop up onto chaise lounges. large stainless anchor up there, windlass controls in the cockpit here as well as up at the bow. This boat is an absolutely loaded boat. Everything you could want and need for a 42-foot boat. There's really nothing to add. Full electronics, obviously. You've seen the autopilot, it's got radar. All that's already equipped. Oh boy, lots more boats around the corner here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six, 7.
Fishing hotspot.
Yeah, absolutely. This is clearly the hotspot today. The open air in the water is a little cold, but inside with this enclosure, we're pretty warm. Very comfortable. If anybody's got any questions, feel free to ask. Hey Tom, no, it's actually I'm considering taking my jacket off. I probably will. If I was in one of these little aluminum fishing boats, it might be a different story. I just went ahead and overrode the autopilot to get away from these fishermen. They look a little chilly. They're bundled up pretty well. They do have something in their hands that may be helping. Excited to get going. Can actually go faster in here, but I don't want to stir the fishermen up too much. We are headed to our Kenosha location at Southport Marina. Unfortunately, we can not yet leave boats in the water in Milwaukee, so we are forced to go to our other locations. Our other locations are operating a little fuller. Door County and Kenosha. We can and are launching boats there. It'll be a few more weeks here. Excited about this drive. Out of the 15 brands that I sell and hundreds of models of new boats that I have to offer, this is one of my favorite boats to run. It's actually designed by Nuvolari Leonard, they do designs for a lot of Italian sports cars. As you can see, things like the leather-wrapped steering wheel logo inside, the stitching, the diamond pattern on some of the seats. With this center helm, it's not offset to port or starboard, and we're raised up quite a bit. And the one-piece windshield that we see here, this boat is a lot of fun to drive in. It's definitely top 3 of my favorite boats out of the 150 new models that we sell. It just drives like a little sports car. It's not just the design. These Beneteaus are made to run. This one is no exception. It's definitely top 3 of out of the 150 that we sell as far as running. Once we get through the main gap here, I'll throttle it up and you can see why. Very easy to dock, very easy to handle, great visibility. My son at 8 years old could dock this boat. He's now a little older, so I guess I can't say my 8-year-old docks it anymore, even though I've been saying that for the last 4 years. But he did actually dock this at Milwaukee Yacht Club, no problem. Because all it takes is 2 fingers with that joystick. One guy out here, separate from the rest of the fishermen. See one out on the big water too. Waves have opened the door to the lighthouse. The lower door is open. Autopilot off. Put it on standby. I'm just going to point us to the south towards Wind Point. As we get a little farther past this fishing boat, I'll throttle it up some more. I go ahead and set those to auto. Typically don't really use them on this boat, but hop on plane in a few seconds and away we go. get to wind point, I'll just manually adjust my course to the Racine Reef Lighthouse, go around that, and then just one more course adjustment at the Racine Lighthouse to Kenosha, where we'll throttle down and dock. This is just perfect. The sun open, but yet we're still enclosed, plenty warm. Definitely a little choppy out here. Small little short period waves. Right now we're running at about 31 miles an hour. We've got plenty more, but keep it right at about 30. Yes, the sunroof is very nice. No, the door to the lighthouse typically isn't open. Over the winter, some of the windows and doors do get busted open by the heavy waves. It's usually my job to go out there and close them. I did see one of the windows is open as well. I'll probably go out there as soon as I get my personal dinghy in the water. I'll take that out there and close it up. I usually have to do that every spring. I think we'll probably shut down for now. Maybe we'll come back on live as we're coming into Kenosha. I can demonstrate jockeying the GT40 single-handed, which is a piece of cake. If our signal strength and battery allows us, we'll see you in about an hour, 20 minutes or so. Thanks for watching.